So we've been in New Zealand now for 4 weeks. And what have we been doing? In our last video, we showed you how beautiful the Northland was. And now we're going to tell you what we've been doing in the 3 weeks since. We've been woofing on Waiheke Island, also known as the Martha's Vineyard of Auckland. We're helping to manage 11 acres of coastal land, which means there's so much weeding to do.
What are you doing?
I'm weeding. We're also helping to harvest the gardens, pick some figs, and also learn how to cook homemade jams and other awesome recipes. Look at how beautiful this land is. Come on, let's go take a look at the vegetable gardens. They like to call it the tunnel house here. So we have the tomatoes, which are growing like crazy. There's some aubergine, also known as eggplants. We have zucchini. This is what I got. And potatoes, peppers, and pumpkins, and lots more good fresh stuff. Working on this farm and learning about gardening is so inspiring to us because one day we hope to have our own farm too. I've had so much fun harvesting the gardens in here because that means I get to eat fresh veggies every day. Look at all our vegetables!
Some tasks involved being indoors, using the freshly harvested produce.
It was a rainy day here on Waiheke. Our woofing host brought home some sourdough starter. I've never made sourdough bread before, but I figured, hey, why not? And after 36 hours of playing around with it, pretty good, right? I'm happy with it, and now I have the lifelong skill of knowing how to make sourdough bread. My task for today is to pick some figs and then make some homemade fig jam. I'm gonna use this fig picker. Let's go. No luck. Got it. Got it. One of my daily tasks is feeding the ducks. Do you see that white duck over there? It's really sad, but it's been attacked by the native swamp hen, also known as the pukeko. The pukekos attacked her, so she's missing part of her beak, she's missing an eye, and they ate her baby ducklings. It's so devastating and so sad. Because the white duck was attacked by the pukekos, she can't forage for herself, so we feed her some mash. Pour some water in here.
When we weren't working, we'd find time to relax and enjoy the surroundings. With our own private beach and a refreshing saltwater pool, we didn't have to go very far. Visiting vineyards, that's right, here in Kiwi talk they're called vineyards, is a must-do in Waiheke.
Wine tasting in Waiheke!
The neighboring property was Goldie Estate, where we enjoyed a nice tasting. With a glass of wine, we strolled to the top of the hill, where, surrounded by perfect lanes of grapes, was an amazing tree standing alone. The beauty of this place was dizzying. And even the cameraman was allowed to enjoy the moment.
A couple of years ago, I met an awesome Kiwi, Laura, who was my roommate on a dive trip in Thailand. We stayed in touch, and when she heard I'd be in Waiheke, she enthusiastically came to the island for a day of kayaking, snorkeling, and picnicking on our very own private island. It's great to have friends in beautiful places.
On another one of our days off, it was time to take care of some business.
We're headed to Auckland, and guess why? We're going to check out some cars. We're going to look at a minivan, and we're also going to look at a camper van, because that's going to be our mode of transportation as we travel around New Zealand.
Overall, car buying is a very easy process in New Zealand, even as a tourist. However, finding the right used car is always daunting.
We were really excited to come home with a car today, except it didn't happen. We looked at 2 cars. one camper van and one minivan. We loved the camper van, it had lots of space. Unfortunately, it was old, had a lot of kilometers, just was not in good shape. We're working on making a deal with the second car and we'll see what happens. We're gonna get it checked out, so cross your fingers that it all works out for us.
At least, as we were walking back to the ferry at the end of the day, Viv found a spirited group offering free hugs. She couldn't resist and showed them a trick of her own. The very next day, we had a mechanic take a look at the minivan that we wanted, and it appeared to be in good condition. So we made a deal with the seller and prepared to leave Waiheke to begin the next part of our New Zealand journey. We were now on our way.
Look, that's our new car. We got ourselves a set of wheels. Meet Blue Steel. That's right, the first car that the cameraman and I bought together is a minivan. Blue Steel is a 1999 Mazda MPV, which has been converted into a sleeper van. We have 2 more months to drive around the North Island and the South Island, and now with Blue Steel we can really hit the road and see as much as possible. So come on, let's get the show on the road.
So here's a quick update on our running progress. We were able to catch up a bit in Waiheke. Today is travel day 165, and we have so far run 122 kilometers. Still behind our goal of 1 kilometer per day, but definitely on track for 2018.
Here's a special shout out to our new friend Liz. Thanks so much for buying us a bottle of New Zealand wine. You're the best. Hope to see you in Manchester.
Big cheers and a big thanks to my favorite dentist, the best dentist in New York City. That's right, my dentist sent us some support. Thank you so much, Lana and Boris. It means a lot to us. This one's on you. And because of your contribution, I also got a new toothbrush and some new toothpaste. I'm taking great care of my teeth here in New Zealand. And last but not least, a massive thanks and shout out to my mom who helped me get my drone back real fast. Thank you, Mom. And no thanks to you, DJI customer support, for failing.
So here's today's travel tip. On a rainy day, don't just sit around and do nothing. Make the best of it. Try something new. I learned how to make sourdough bread, and you can too.
When you're ready to go.
No, I'm not ready. Pause it.
Cha-ching.
Fighting with a fig tree.
She's not the driver.
I don't like that. Where's the fly? So keep it up, cameraman. Keep getting those pukekos.
Tell us about Blue Steel. You're terrible at cartwheels.
Meet the newest member of our traveling family, Blue Steel. Please don't make fun of us. Blue Steel is really amazing. You're welcome, Justin. Thanks to Isaac and Auto Services for being so helpful and for getting us on the road. I think he's a little dizzy. Cartwheel master. Yes, Adventure Viv also loves dogs.